Good evening, Muscle Enjoyers. I have been right 'cause it's time for the 48 analysis. So basically, in this video, we're going to look at the current skins in the Rust store, and we're going to look and see how they're progressing with their sales, and make comparisons to previous week's skins with previous Rust stores. And we're going to deduce how many of these skins are going to sell by next Thursday, and figuring out that number, is it still looking like these skins are looking to be perfectly fine investments or not? So sit back and relax, I'm going to start yapping. Right, so this week's Rust store, pretty impressive with the first 24 hours of sales. Much more compact, a lot more consistent. Top selling skin, Black Diamond Kilt, 9,000 subscribers, looking very good. But then I go all the way over to here to the 7th best selling skin, Water Treatment Garage Door, 7,500 subscribers. There's only a difference of about 1,500 sales there. That's very impressive. Now, of course, we have the AK here. I only did 5,500 subscribers, probably due to the price, might be a bit of a problem. But overall, the total average amount of sales, so much better compared to previous weeks. And with recent 48-hour analysis, we're bringing up this trend, this pattern in which, with every brand new Rust store we had, we're noticing less and less sales. Well, guess what? Looking at this brand new Rust store over here, it's a combo breaker. Now, what could be the reason for why things improved so nicely? Maybe it's due to the fact that we saw a lot of very interesting collections getting interesting collection continuations. Maybe it's due to the fact that we have only 8 skins this week compared to the previous Rust stores, which had quite a little bit more. Maybe that is the answer. But I really do have to get this point across. We were definitely expecting this was going to be a bit of a struggle. This is the September Force Wipe Rust store, the first Rust store for the autumn fall season. And if you can understand this, with the recent pattern where we're seeing less and less sales, we thought it was mainly due to the fact that kids have gone back to school. Yep, this is now the autumn fall seasonal dip period. We are going to see less people playing, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. But this right here, what a wonderful start. It's actually surprised me very much so. Let's see if it's consistent from now on, or maybe this was just a one-off. Okay, cool. But to really get the point across in regards to the drop in player count, for August Force Wipe last month, the peak player count on the Thursday was 172,000. Alright? This past Thursday, for the September Force Wipe, it was only 129,000. Where did about 40,000 people go? Well, they got homework now. So, okay, this really does feel like a bit of a crazy anomaly. We can look at next week and see if it's consistent. If not, then yeah, this was just probably a very surprising one-off. So now, should we go ahead and consider, if these skins are selling quite nicely, and we know they're from notable collections, if we were to do comparisons, are these skins potentially selling a little bit too much? Well, that would be a topic for discussion when we talk about these skins individually. Right then, so shall we go over to here and look at the first 48 hours of sales? Because unfortunately, I am recording this a fair bit later. So get a good look at all of that. That is the first 48 hours of sales. Lovely stuff. Now we're going to go over to here, and we're going to start yapping about all of these skins individually and figure out how much will they sell by next Thursday. Right then, let's get started with Black Diamond Tier 2. So, how much are you going to sell by next Thursday? Because there is quite a difference in terms of these sales here across, the board. But, we can do some pretty good comparisons. We can easily deduce this. So, first of all, let's just go back over to here. We can see the first 24 hours of sales. We can look at the likes of this. Black Diamond Face Mask, 8,400 subscribers. Black Diamond Chest Plate, 7,800. Okay, there's quite a difference. Back over to here, Kilts selling a little bit more compared to the face mask. The other tier 2 pieces kind of close to the face mask, but also not that far off from the likes of the chest plate. So why don't we do this instead? Let's go to the 48 hours of sales. Look at that. Yeah, okay. So the big difference there is still noticeable. But now let's go over to here to the 48-hour analysis from August 3rd. And as you can see, with the likes of the Black Diamond Tier 3, the face mask had just over 12,000 subscribers, and the chest plate had 11,200 subscribers. So back over to here, we can clearly see the kilt selling a little bit more compared to the likes of the face mask. But these Tier 2 pieces here, matching up perfectly with the chest plate. Okay, that is pretty interesting. So with a quick bit of deduction, maybe these Tier 2 pieces here are going to end up selling just as much as the chest plate, which only reached up to 18,800 subscribers. But the kilt's going to probably surpass the face mask by a slight amount. Maybe it's going to go up to 21,000 subscribers. So I'll sit here and say this. The Black Diamond Tier 2 is going to sell between 18 to 21,000 subscribers. Obviously, the kilt is the highest selling one. And these tier 2 pieces here, they're not going to sell as much. It's not too hard to figure out. But then that means the kilt, comparing this to the likes of the tier 3, will end up being the armor piece that sells the most. Won't that potentially be a bit of a problem? Because I have been saying this a lot. We need to hope and see if the likes of all of these skins match up nicely, if they sell a fairly similar amount. Let's just get this point across with a perfect example. Look at the Black Gold collection. It's another blackout alternative option. But you might notice that when we look at all of the skins here, it started off with the likes of the hoodie and pants, 21,000 subscribers there. Tier 3, 22,000 subscribers here. But when it came to the Tier 2, whilst these pieces here only did about 20 to 21,000 subscribers, the kilt did over 23,000 subscribers. That armor piece there was the highest selling. And that means there's going to be a lot more of these in circulation compared to the others. Not by a ton, but it did sell the most. And yet, it's the most expensive piece. What? Yeah. Please understand, when it comes to the likes of the kilt, it's the only leg armor that we have. That could be used with Tier 3, that could be used with Tier 2 armor. It has a lot more usage. And therefore, even with it selling the most compared to the other armor pieces here, it's still probably going to be the most valuable piece regardless. So don't look at that and think, oh no, that's looking troublesome. It don't matter. It don't matter. So if that had sold like an extra 5,000 or 10,000, yeah, okay, that would be a problem. But it's only looking like it's going to sell maybe at best another 1,000 compared to like the face mask. I don't worry about that. I'm fine, all right? Now, of course, with the likes of all three of these skins, they are all abnormal, so we can wait until Wednesday, do the abnormal barders, and then, yeah, we can proceed from there. But don't worry too much about that kilt. So as long as this collection remains fairly in demand, it should be all right, okay? Now, you might want to deduce and figure out, well, are we definitely going to see the hoodie and pants? I wouldn't be surprised if they appear for the October Force White. I did bring that up during like my Rust or Rotation video. So, yeah. And if you want to get a good look at these skins, consider watching the Rust or Rotation video. I showcase them quite nicely. So, yeah, 18 to 21,000 subscribers. That is the estimate. Let's now move on to the likes of the Ultramarine Furnace. So that's currently sitting there at 11,500 subscribers. Okay, interesting. But, if we were to compare to likes of previous weeks, so 7,800 almost with the subscribers there, looking at the likes of this, did anything sell just as much after the first 24 hours of sales? Not really, other than the Neon Oil Rig Garage Door doing 7,500. What if we went further back? Oh yeah, same thing, there's quite a drop-off. Alright, what if we were to look at the likes of the Oil Rig Garage Door? How much did that sell by the end? So looking at the previous week, seeing where that turned out, and yeah, that reached up to about 18,000 subscribers. But the Furnace is selling a little bit more. Interesting. Yeah. So maybe, this is going to probably do between the likes of 17 to 18,000 subscribers, which would then, that would make it selling more than the likes of the sleeping bag and the sheep in the door, but I don't really worry about that too much. We should be expecting another deplorable being produced over the course of this weekend. I wonder if it's happened already, and no. Wait. You taking a break? No! He's taking a break. There's no Ultramarine deplorable skin being made this weekend. Okay, fair enough. He wants to take a break. Let him have it. I'm sure we'll be seeing more Ultramarine skins in the future. But, yeah, the amount of sales, probably not too bad. That's also abnormal, by the way. We don't need to worry about it right now. We can obviously do the abnormal barders this Wednesday. And don't forget, look in the description of this video, see the links to all my socials. If you don't know what abnormals are, or don't fully understand how they work, I will be streaming on Wednesday. Look at my Twitch link. Hop on Wednesday, 9 PM UK time, and we'll go through the whole routine, and you'll basically get a good idea of how to approach these skins. This Furnace, it is selling quite a fair bit. If we were to compare to all the other Furnaces that came out this year, so a quick look over to here, you might notice that they're not exactly holding up very well. But a lot of these Furnaces didn't even crack over 10,000 sales, or subscribers I should say. So I'm a little bit concerned. But I know this would at least have more demand compared to the other skins. This is part of a notable deplorable collection. I know people appreciate the designs, people appreciate the ever so calm looking blue glow. We're not really here to figure out if everything's going to be like fine now. We're better off looking at this on Wednesday, but I think it could still end up like Abyss. And I did bring that up during likes of my predictions video and whatnot. Consider watching that if you want to get a better, clearer explanation in regards to that. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. 18,000 subscribers will probably be okay. Yeah, 17 to 18,000 subscribers is the estimate. We'll talk more about that Wednesday, of course. Right then, so it's another armour piece here, or rather clothing and armour, I guess you could say. Now, Heavy Night roadside gloves and boots. You are already sitting here 2 days in, or rather 2 and a bit days, so back over to here, as you can see, that reached up to 10,500 subscribers after just 2 days. Why are you talking like this, Hedge? What's wrong? Well, it really does look like these are selling perhaps just a little bit too much in comparison to the likes of the other Heavy Night skins. So, yeah, Heavy Night, hoodie and pants, just over 13,000 subscribers. Heavy Night Tier 3, 13,400 subscribers for the face mask, and 12,500 subscribers for the chest plate. I'm concerned. I think these are selling quite a little bit too much, and this could definitely end up being a bit of a problem for these two. So if we were to go over to here, first 24 hours of sales, 7,600, 7,600. I mean, it was very similar to the Ultramarine Furnace. I'm looking at both of these and I'm thinking they're doing probably between 16 to 18,000 subscribers. A little bit of a drop-off compared to the likes of the Furnace, but close-ish. And if it's going to be that amount, that means it's going to be one of the skins that, you know, has sold a little bit too much. Oh dear. And we have seen this quite recently. We did see it happen to Damascus Collection. I brought this up before and it's happening, so here we go. Damascus Collection, the first 4 pieces sold quite tamely. About 13,000 subscribers each. Tier 2 came out, that did about 20,000 subscribers each. And then these came out around 17,000 subscribers. All of these skins, for a period of time, were in the negative. But during the summer, people seemed to appreciate the likes of the Damascus Collection, and it did end up going in a positive. But for quite a long time, both the boots and the gloves, they were in the negative. So I'm looking at the likes of these two here. We are approaching the likes of the worst of the autumn-fall seasonal dip, with October just around the corner. I worry for these. They are not abnormal either. They are not abnormal. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm just going to point that out. But yeah, okay, that might be a bit of a worry. But we will discuss this a lot more on Wednesday when we see what the subscriber count looks like by then. But an excess amount of these definitely looks like it's going to be a problem for them. Now, chances are, what's the reason for that? Well, they're selling at 99 cents each. All the other skins here sold about double at least. So, yeah, and I'm talking as in the price, double the price. So, if something costs a little bit more, maybe people aren't inclined to buy as much. Does that make sense? Cool. So, I still hope to see the likes of Tier 2 armor. Tier 2 armor definitely could still give that a bit of a boost. But yeah, that'll be for us to consider on Wednesday. For now, I've given you the answer. Let's move on. Water treatment garage door. Again, you showed so closely to all the other skins. It's going to probably be likely, well, I'm sitting here and expecting probably 15 to 17,000 subscribers. Okay, fair enough. Now, looking at this skin, we saw it with the rust rotation and the showcase and whatnot. It doesn't glow, but it's a very grounded skin that obviously references the actual garage doors and whatnot that we see in-game. Do people appreciate that enough? Will there be more garage doors? Of course there will be more garage doors. Come on now. And that's definitely a concern I've had as of recent. I don't trust it enough. But that whole figuring out the prices I offer for them and whatnot, that's for Wednesday. That's not for now. I don't need to worry about that right now. But 15 to 17,000 subscribers. This rust door in general definitely looks like it's going to be selling quite nicely. So, alright, that's cool. Kind of surprised by that, but hey, you know, clearly people like it. It's being bought for a good reason. Alright, fair enough. Okay then, so with the likes of that out of the way, let's now look at the likes of the Steampunk AR. You have sold quite a fair bit less. So let's go do a proper comparison this time. So that did 5,500 subscribers here. I look over to here, did anything match up? Oh look, we've got the Heavy Night chestplate right there. And we could also look at the likes of Rat-a-tat Thompson. Okay, so with the likes of those, we can just go back to the previous week and we can probably do a nice little comparison. So that reached up to 13,400. This reached up to 12,500. We could go in between. Let's say about 13,000 subscribers. Okay. All right. That's not too bad for an AK, but it's an AK47 selling at $3. By default, I'll look at all the AKs. We'll look at the ones that sold at higher prices. And, well, by default, they're all, they're all bad, unfortunately. They haven't held their prices. Remember that $3 AK? Well, now it's selling for a third of the price. Oh dear. Same can be said for likes of these AKs over here as well. It's a cool looking skin. I know a lot of people probably, appreciate using it and whatnot, but there will be more AKs. There will be more shiny, interesting looking AKs, and it just won't keep interest. I'm very sorry to say. But that's the fate of every single AK-47 skin that ever exists. For next week, there will be another one, and it's more interesting. Throw away the old one, grab the new one. Oh, look, there's another one. Throw away the old one, grab the new one. etc., etc. So, yeah, if you're looking at that and thinking, oh, I like it, but you want to be a little bit smarter with your money, maybe just wait a week or two. Oh, look, you can buy it for half the price. It is what it is. Right, so that was very quick, wasn't it? Oh, wow. A lot shorter compared to previous videos, but, you know, all these were groups and there wasn't that many skins. All right, fair enough. Shall we talk about what's happening on the horizon? So, over the course of next week, we will have the likes of the September Twitch drops. As I hop over to here, I can show you that we've had some interesting skins already being submitted, but what I want to do is I want to go to the collections. Oopsie. Collections, please. And as you can see, we have the Twitch drops here for Base Invaders. That's kicking off on the 10th of September. Now, if you go to the Twitch Face Punch website, you can already look at what the skins look like, get a good look at that, the hoodie and pants. These 4 generic drops right here as well. But please be aware of this. These generic drops, they're available for 5 days. You just need to watch any Rust stream on Twitch. Make sure your Twitch account is connected to your Steam account. You'll get those 4 drops, no issues, no problems. But with the likes of these 2 skins here, they are only available for 5 hours on Tuesday, the 10th of September, alright? Please figure out when this is starting, and as you see, if you click this, it will send you to the Twitch Rivals page. You have to watch the stream on here to get those skins. Now, it's only going to take you an hour to get both of them, because that says 30 minutes, that says 1 hour. 1 hour means you get both of them, but it's only for 5 hours. So, if you've got work that day or school, I'm very sorry, most likely to the likes of the Americans, North and South America, but your time zone is not going to appreciate that, is it? Ooh. You might need to get your phone out stealthily. But yeah, that is the case for that. So please make sure you are prepared. And if you want to get a very nice look at the likes of all those skins, I did do a showcase of all of them right here. So Rust September 2024 Twitch Rivals Drops Skin Showcase. Not only do I show off all the skins, but I also showcase, you know, this brand new Twitch Rivals clothing in comparison to Blackout, with Blackout armor and whatnot. Because it looks like this Twitch Rivals hoodie and pants could be treated as a nice budget option compared to Blackout. Save yourselves about $40. So, you know, give that a good look. It's up to you. I've provided it. Go enjoy it now. Right then, so with the likes of that all being said, we can probably just sit here and say, keep an eye on the likes of the commits. Lots of interesting stuff coming out for October. It feels like a lot of stuff was saved for October. They're definitely going to unleash a big, huge wave of content, and I guess a lot of people are going to appreciate it, hopefully. Right then, let's go look at the likes of the previous weeks just to see how things turned out. So, as you can see, wow, that's already gone down in price. That is not a good look, and I should probably go look at my other account real quickly because I might be dumped on. Please monitor your buy orders. I should right now. Oh dear. My highest buy order is $1.64. Looking at that garage door right there, it seems to be holding up quite nicely, and potentially this weekend we might see a sequel. Let's keep an eye on the likes of Sadist's Workshop. Will we see another Neon Monument skin being produced? And then with the likes of the door, oh great, it's already gone down by 30% almost. These skins seem to be holding up quite nicely. Heavy Knight Tier 3, of course it got an instant continuation, so that's very happy. And then we have the likes of the Rainbow Pony, Boonie and Poncho. Poncho's kind of it's kind of down a little bit. Boonie Hat, you're good. That was expected. We did think this was going to work out quite nicely, and for now it is, with hardly any listings on the Steam market. Now, I'm looking at the likes of the Abyss Hunting Bow. I can see that with my own eyes. You might be sitting there going, oh no, it's doomed. It's not doomed. This is basically what was expected. Also, just to point out, that's a straggler. That sells suddenly, it's back up to $1.80. Yes, this has over 100 quantity on the Steam market, but that's very average. This was expected to dip below its rust ore price by a fair bit, much like the previous Abyss weapons. However, when times are good, once we're out of the autumn-fall seasonal dip, once we reach January time, I will not be surprised in the slightest if this rebounds and goes up in price ever so nicely. I will not be surprised in the slightest if this bow rises up to a nice point at some point in the summer of 2025. So be aware of that. If you've got a high buy order, alright, remove it. Bring it down a bit. Put it down again. Pick these skins up for their potential cheapest prices and wait it out. For when good times return, you can flip these skins and walk away with some sweet, delicious looking profit. Simple as that. Alright, so don't be too concerned with the likes of that. Oh, wow, that door, not surprised. Oh, and that's already gone down by a foot as well. Awkward. And then 2 weeks ago, how's it looking? Yep, okay, so the frog chair is actually doing a fairly decent job of retaining most of its value. It's slightly down, ever so slightly down. That we haven't seen any new chairs, and We haven't seen any new chairs whatsoever. Maybe everything's just going to work out with a sheer lack of competition. Winner by default, yes. But whilst we do see this guy here as listed 25, like a wonderful person he is, yeah, that might struggle to rise up for a while. So yeah, not like it was going to happen anyway. You're doing very good at the moment because you got a pretty quick continuation. And Redemption Python, how are you currently holding up? 2 weeks later, and we can see for ourselves 111 quantity. And yeah, it's still very nice and spread out, the buy orders. The 500 quantity buy order has disappeared. It got moved down over to here to $2.30 at 200 quantity. That's still good. That's still good. Like, listen, if its lowest point was $2.30, that's fine. That's really good. All right, still dipped below its Rustore price ever so slightly. But after that, post-Christmas, the summer of 2025, oh, mate, that's going to have a wonderful time. So we'll see how that turns out, but I'm definitely not worried. I bought 100 of them. I'm confident. I'm fine with that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, looking at all the other skins, yeah, the Cargo Heli has dipped down in price a fair bit. I wonder if the Skin Creator is going to be making a continuation anytime soon, because he is taking his time, isn't he? But if he needs to take his time to produce some interesting looking skins, I'm not going to hate. I'll accept that. Cool. So we'll see how that is. Anyway, yep, that was your 48-hour analysis. I hope it was nice, concise, and straight to the point. And yeah, if you've got any comments, if you've got any thoughts, feel free to comment below, of course, just down there. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope you enjoyed the week, and we'll look forward to finding out. Are we actually going to complete the sets this month? I guess we'll find out with the next Rustore, because they didn't confirm it with this current Rustore, so we'll see. Catch you later. See you, goodbye.